Hello everyone, Dylan Rowe here and welcome back to NASCAR 14 for race 9 of 36, 10 of 36 at Talladega Superspeedway for the Aaron's 499. Last week at Richmond I got screwed out of a win even though I clearly came across the line ahead of Dale and Jr. and Ryan Newman. Just apparently if I got in Jeff Gordon after hitting the orange cone that triggered a glitch that put me a lap down for some retarded reason. So for this race, we're going to be driving the normal white car that Jimmy ran in 2014. We're going to be going to Talladega, and just like NASCAR 15, we will not qualify, except for the road course races. Forever alone. For me, Talladega in this game is an okay track. I'm not good by any stretch of the imagination at Talladega, but then again, I'm not horrible. I'm not finishing 43rd every freaking week, which is pretty nice. That I'm not finishing 43rd every week. So we got 19 laps today at Talladega. Tire wear will be times 2, fuel use times 2. Flag roll is going to be on caution only, and damage and failures are going to be on full. Here's Jeff Hammond.
I'm going to tell you this to give you everything you got out there today.
Talladega Superspeedway.
Good luck there, driver.
Thanks for interrupting me, Jeff Hammond. Talladega Superspeedway, home of 4 and 5 wide racing, cars racing in packs of 30 plus, us cars knowing that one slip could end the days of many drivers. Talladega has also been known for exciting last lap passes and incredibly intense photo finishes. NASCAR 15, we saw a close photo finish. What will we see today? Set it up to Fox Sports legends Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Larry McReynolds. Boys?
Welcome to the world's fastest super speedway, Talladega, Alabama. Fox Sports coverage of the Aaron's 499. You know, Mike, everybody complains about restricted plates on these cars at Daytona and Talladega. The cars may be restricted, but the racing isn't, Mike. It's going to be wild and crazy today. You better hang on to your helmet. Darrell, will we see pack racing for the two-car tandem? I think you'll see a combination of both, but I think the guys that can break out at the end.
Jeff Gordon starts in the pole. Clint Boyer starts second. Tony Stewart starts third. Martin Truex starts fourth. There's the Aaron's 499 trophy. Who will be hoisting the Aaron's 499 trophy this afternoon? Anything can happen in a span of 19 laps, and I guarantee you lots of stuff will. Will we see the big one? Chances are that Talladega, it's probably going to be inevitable. So the pace car's off, and Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer are going to lead the field down into the restart zone. Green flag into the air. We are racing at Talladega Superspeedway for the Aaron's 499. Last time we were at a restricted plate race, which was the Daytona 500, and we all know how well that went. I finished 36, even though the game called me put me in 34th because it felt sorry for me because I had to pit after a late race incident with Ryan Reed. So already one lap in, seems like if you don't qualify, they don't pull away on the lower difficulties as you were on, like, say, freaking 100%. As already see Ryan Newman fall into the back and we start up inside the top 20 as we are 5 wide in the tri-oval. Coming through, turn out of the tri-oval to complete lap number 1. Jeff Gordon leads, and there's a problem already. Travis Quapple spins up in the pack. Caution flag is out. Jeff Gordon led the first lap, by the way. Travis Quapple spun. It was a signal car incident. And for Quapple,
Racetrack's clear. Pit road's now open. Wait.
definitely not the day he wanted. Through all that, I went up from 43rd to 16th in the span of one lap. That just shows how unrealistic the draft is. So we're going to restart this afternoon's race at Talladega on lap number 4. This time Carl Edwards and Clint Boyer are on the front row for the restart. I have Alminair to my inside. Pace car's off. Edwards running down to the restart zone. Green flag back into the air. After an early caution on lap 2, hopefully we can get a little bit of green flag racing in. Obviously, now we're back to NASCAR 15. We had a few cautions early on. Then as we got later in the race, everybody just seemed to settle down. Seemed to settle down at first, but lots of carnage happened. In fact, we had 3 big ones late in the race. Jeff Gordon, who started on the poles up all the way in that second pack, he was one of the many drivers that pitted. Gotta get down to the... Whoa, hello. Contact with Nemechek. Here we come. Inside. One on the bottom. One on the bottom. Marcus Ambrose leads at Talladega. 3 wide behind him. Look at that. Everyone's fanning out all over the place. Contact. More contact. Trevor Bayne. Austin Dillon in the 3 to the front at Talladega. The crowd is going insane because we know the 3 is synonymous with victory lane at Talladega, as he is part of a 5-car train, and around I go. Not. What I'm trying to start doing for rewinds is if it's my fault, which 9% of these are, then I won't rewind. Never mind, we don't spin, we're still good. Looks like the front 4 are going to check up, and look at this gaggle behind us. Austin Dillon to the lead here at Talladega, and he looks to keep it. It is a train, a massive 4-wide train of cars right now. I have nowhere to go. Oh, lots of contact. We're about to have our next wreck. Oh, wow, 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. 5 wide, we are losing the draft. We're down to 24th as someone's going to wreck. Someone's probably going to wreck right now. In the span of 1 lap, you can just see how it's amazing to see how quickly these positions can change. Here comes Brad Keselowski to my help. Thank you, Keselowski. You were a beast. Brad Keselowski, you were a beast. As much crap as I gave you in 2014, you were still a beast. Marcus Ambrose takes over the lead from Austin Dillon. No major incident. Talladega is known for its big one, and we almost had one on lap 2. In fact, we almost had one early on when Trevor Bayne almost dumped me. Look at this. Nowhere to go. We're closing up on this pack. Pack of about 33 cars just in one big cluster right now. Looks like some cars are heading down pit road. Austin Dillon, who's leading a couple laps ago, is already down in 28th. And around goes Stenhouse. Up in Alminair, caution flag is out again. AJ Allmendinger and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. bring out the second caution. No other drivers were in it, even though Stenhouse doesn't know how to hold the brakes when he wrecks. Here we are. Paulie Haraka, as of right now, is your current race leader. See how the restart plays out. Marcus Ambrose and Trevor Bayne are on the front row for the restart. Here we go. We're up to 14. 11 laps to go right now. Coming down in the restart zone, Trevor Bayne and Marcus Ambrose are going to lead us down for the restart. Green flag back into the air. The field begins to fan out and get paired up with with dance partners. I'm trying to pair up with Greg Biffle right now. We're stuck in the middle lane, which is not a place to be here at Talladega. Looks like Brian Vickers is going to brake check with Kevin Harvick. He didn't even do anything, yo. We're stuck on the outside lane. We got Kevin Harvick. Look at that. A couple other drivers are fanning out behind us. We're stuck up on the middle lane. A little bit of contact. Further in the pack. Almost had a big wreck right there. Third caution is out. Third yellow. Ooh. Just another single car incident that everyone seems to avoid. Marcus Ambrose and Trevor Baynes still don't change positions on the restart. Here we go. Yet another caution. This race will probably turn out like NASCAR 15. It'll probably just be a total derby. Here we go. Pace car is off. Ambrose leads into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. And while we're at it, turn up on whatever device you're watching this on. I'm going to turn up my TV. Let's go. Crank it up. And around goes Keselowski up into the pack. And this might be the one, the big one, is struck here at Talladega, or at least I guess you'd call it the big one. And Trevor Baynes gets spun by Kevin Harvick. A little after the caution came out. Around goes Keselowski. Look at that. Numerous cars. Regan Smith, Dale Jr., Joe Nemechek, Joey Logano, Michael Annett. I don't need to pit the fuel. I'm good. So we're again going to be stuck on the outside, but this time Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. are on the front row for the restart. Kyle Larson is going to lead him down. He almost had a good shot to win a couple weeks ago at Richmond. Hopefully this will put Glitchfest 400 behind me. Pace car is off. Green flag back into the air. Most of this race has been a caution fest. Most of this race has been a total derby. And after we had what I guess you would call the big one, I guess things may probably calm down a little bit. I'm going to get hung out to dry, lose a couple spots to Tony Stewart, Michael Annett, possibly David Reagan. Here comes Matt Kenseth trying to give me a little bit of a push. Whoa, hello. Larson's going to check up. So is Truex. Up into the wall. And we have the big one for real this time. And McDowell, Danica. Oh, this is a huge one. Huge wreck. Everybody wrecked. Fifth caution is out. Just destruction happened behind me. I just hit a run. I ran Reagan high, got up into Truex. Oh, wow. Travis Quapple flipped. Austin Dillon, Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane, Brad Keselowski. David Reagan just drives through the picture like nothing happened. So yeah, Talladega is essentially been a wreck fest today. So my right front wheel shot doesn't look too bad, so I'm going to stay out. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch this time are going to be on the front row, and I finally restart on the inside. Don't think we've seen enough of caution flags this afternoon. We'll probably have a couple more, judging by how bad it sucks this track. How bad these cautions come, and how bad I just don't know how to drive in packs. Green flag back into the air. Back in 2010, Kevin Harvick was the restrictor plate god. Everybody wanted to beat when he was back on Richard Childress. Whoa, everyone's fanning out. Back in 2010, Kevin Harvick was the restrictor plate master. Everyone knew he was the guy to beat. Well, at least till Clint Boyer won the fall Talladega race, and Kevin Harvick and Jamie Mack won the 2010 Daytona 500. But anyways, he looks to be hooked up and have a good shot to win today with Tony Stewart behind him. Can we at least get a little bit of green flag racing involved before tonight's race, before today's over? Matt Kenseth is going to check up. Seems like everyone's going to be set up. I'm going to have to jam on the brakes. Larson, what are you doing? The top 5, single file here at Talladega. With Busch to the inside. As Stewart thinks better of it. Allmendinger up there in 4th. I got to get back on the racetrack. How about this? With huge momentum. Contact. Harvick and Stewart up on the outside. Here comes Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth up to the front at Talladega. Kenseth doesn't have a whole lot of momentum with Paul Menard. Everyone's Stewart and Harvick to the inside. I'm going to be on the outside with Kyle Busch behind me. One, two, Stewart Haas, and Tony Stewart is around. And he saves it unbelievably. Kevin Harvick still looks to have the best shot of winning today at Talladega. Look at this. Kyle Busch to the inside. Hooked up with Kevin Harvick. 3 laps of racing left. Everyone seems to be organized into 3 distinct packs, which is probably the best news for some of these drivers. And especially since a good chunk of the field was involved in some of the races' 6 cautions. Some of the races' 5 yellow flags. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, 1-2. And a little bit of more bumping and grinding. To give an idea of how tight this racing is, here's a bumper shot. Harvick hard into the inside wall. And we are going to go to overtime this afternoon as we're wrecking hard behind him. Just got too far to the right. Harvick hard into the wall. And, Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger. This means we're going to go overtime for the second time in 3 races that we've had to go to a green-white checkered situation. Me and AJ Allmendinger on the front row. We are going to pick the inside lane. Jeff Gordon, who started on the poles, made his way back up to 11th after being there and back twice. Here we go. Me and Trevor Bain on the inside. Allmendinger and Annette on the outside. Here we go. Attempt number 1 in a green-white checkered. Don't think we've seen any more cautions later this afternoon. Pace car is off. Green flag back into the air. AJ Allmendinger got quite a bit of a run on the outside lane. But we're going to duck down to the bottom, see if we can pick up help from Trevor Bain, even though he's probably going to be brake checking everyone on the inside. Up to the outside, pick up AJ Allmendinger. 3 wide behind me. How about this? We're picking up a little bit of a draft. We're sniffing the draft. Can we go for the move? Make the move.
Don't want to do it too early here, because that rest appeal will just eat you up. Here comes Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth to the point at Talladega. Matt Kenseth has not won a race this season. In fact, in real life, 2014, he didn't win a race at all. Jimmy Johnson won at 2006 at Talladega, won at 2011 at Talladega. Now he's going to try to go for his third win. Ryan Reed behind Matt Kenseth for the third spot. Could he be a factor? Up to the outside. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Out of nowhere with a huge head of steam. Here comes Paulie Haraka and Brad Keselowski. Keselowski was in an earlier wreck tonight. Paulie Haraka to the point. Oh, contact hard, bumping and grinding behind him. Last lap at Talladega. To the outside of Haraka. Now, remember the start-finish line is not until towards turn 1, so this is going to be a little bit some tight racing. Coming to the line. Contact made once, twice. At the line, I barely win the Aaron's 499 at Talladega over Paulie Haraka. What a finish. For my second win of the season. How about that? NASCAR 15 in this race, I finished 24th. After my own blind stupidity costing me a win. I guess spotter audio cut out. Look at that. Enjoying a nice little win today at Talladega. After a race that, after rebound from total glitch fest at Richmond last week, where I ended up 41st, even though it was clearly on the lead lap across the line winning. In a race that saw lots of cautions, which is standard for a Talladega race. You know, let's salute the fans a little bit.
He's not even holding the flag.
Okay. But I won. I'm just doing a reverse lap.
I want to do it.
Alright. This is in honor of Alan Kulwicki and Davey Allison, two people that have been. Alan Kulwicki perfected the Polish victory lap back when he won back in the late 80s, early 90s, and unfortunately when he died in 93. Same with Davey Allison. Dale Earnhardt and Rusty Wallace gave tribute to them, and it's fitting that I start giving tribute to them today at Talladega. We'll do another lap around. For my second win in the season in a span of about 5 races, we won at Texas in a photo finish, and we won at Talladega just barely in a photo finish. Emphasis on the word barely. And now we're gonna go to victory lane, dust off the connect. Swear to God, this thing is collecting dust. Wait for a awkward loading screen. Creepily suntanned Jimmy Johnson, that looks a lot like the guy from that KFC commercial, is going to be enjoying his second win of the season at Talladega. Complete with robotic celebrations. He looks black in this photo. I swear to God. So let's take a look at the results. I win today at win today at Talladega for today's Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Paulie Haraka finishes second. Wait, we were tied. So the tiebreaker goes to the person highest in points, which is me, obviously. So I earned my second win of the season. Greg Biffle finishes third. Eric Amarola fourth. Denny Hamlin fifth. Brad Keselowski sixth. Dale Jr. seventh. Joe Nemechek eighth. Ryan Reed ninth. And Trevor Bayne 10th. Look through the rest of the field. No drivers fell out of the race. Surprisingly. And you know what? Let's save this replay. That was when Ricky Stenhouse and AJ Allmendinger got together. Reagan.
What? Wait, hold it.
Watch the blue 93. Doing tons of flips, and that basically just involved the entire field. Right there. Bubba Wallace, Kurt Busch, Dan Patrick, Carl Edwards, Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth. This is when Harvick wrecked, causing the green white checkered. NASCAR drivers on speed. The drug. This was the last lap. I stuck up on Allmendinger. Actually, I like this shot. Just going down to 3. Me and Kenseth were pushed. I was going to the top, bottom. Look at that. There was a second pack behind us. They couldn't do anything. How Keselowski and Kenseth didn't wreck right there was beyond me. Back to the outside. Beating on Paulie Haraka. Look at that.
Photo finish. Just like you asked for.
Hey, at least I got one. We were tied. Look. Watch the 48 and the 12's bumper.
Yeah.
Dead on tie.
What if you go back a little? When you're coming across the finish line.
We were still side by side.
You gotta save the replay.
Oh, God, yeah. So I'm guessing this race ended in a tie, which obviously the tiebreaker in NASCAR goes to the person higher in points. I am obviously higher than Paulie Haraka. So, yeah. If we would have had another lap, there probably would have been a big old wreck at turn 1. That was tight.
So, how about this for a second win of the season? The race ended in a tie.
Love getting notifications when I record. really makes my day. So we gain 8 spots and finally get up towards the top 15. So, people on the chase grid right now: Jeff Gordon, Brad Keselowski, Dale Jr., Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. I tie Brad Keselowski with my 2 wins already. Trevor Bayne and Ryan Newman, who apparently won last week at Richmond, even though I clearly was across the finish line first. So the next race is going to be at Kansas Speedway for Kansas' first inaugural night race for the running the 5-hour running to 400. We will see you then.
Damn it.
You still recording?
Trying to stop.